Hi, welcome to this page. So you're here wondering about Daoism. What is Daoism? Should you learn Daoism? What will it do for you? My name is Li Heping. That is the ordained name given to me by my Daoist abbot, my Shifu Lao, a man who has changed my life. And I want to talk to you a little bit about this program and what you could get out of it, and if it's for you, because quite frankly it's not for everybody. So Daoism for me is a way of life, it's a way of thinking, it's a philosophy, it's a way to calm the mind, to live more in tune with nature, to be able to let go of all the things that we think are so important that are probably not that important, to be able to find the true you, the real you, and to go back to it, because we're born as our true soul, our true self. But then we get away from it as we learn new things through school and through life and through social media. And how do you let all that go? That's what this course is about. You know, years ago, my wife and I, we lost our first child, and it really hit me. I fell into a deep depression. I got physically ill, I lost my health, I had heart problems. I was in a really dark place, and I started looking for answers. Up until then I had been in the business world, and I thought I'd been happy, but as I look back at it, I was not happy at all. I was not happy at all. I didn't know it. And so many of us are disconnected these days. So many people who come to my energy clinic, who study with me online from across the globe, we feel disconnected, we feel alone, we feel anxious, we feel depressed, we feel scared. We've kind of lost who we are. With society so busy with social media, we've really lost our connection to the earth, to the universe, to the heavens, and to ourselves. And to me, that's what Daoism is. Daoism is a way of life. Daoism is a philosophy. Daoism taught me how to just let go, to let go of all the things that I was not. I was not fear, I was not anger, and I was a very angry man for many years. But I learned that was not me. To let go of all of the worry, just to let go. And by letting go, you open up space in yourself. You allow yourself to reconnect with the Tao. The Dao that is everything, that is everywhere. You know, in the first line of the Dao De Jing says basically that the Dao that can be said is not the Dao. In other words, you can't explain what the Dao is. So if you're here looking for an answer, for me to just be able to say, here, this is exactly what the Dao is, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. The Dao has to be experienced. It's a journey. It has to be lived. And I remember that when my Shifu first told me that, I didn't really believe him. But then after the years of training and going through the experiences with him, it really made that impact on me that, yeah, the Tao has to be lived. And so that's what this course is all about. We'll learn some of the history of Daoism. I will show you some books and things that you can read at your own pace that will give you good background. But this is not like just going to a strictly academic course on Daoism. It's not that at all. This is a journey. This is a journey inside of you, to find the true you, to let go all that is not you. And I tell you, it's very healing. For me, it's been incredibly healing to release the anxiety and the fear and the anger and to just be. Just be. And we've lost our connection with nature. We've lost our connection with ourselves, as I said. And that's what the Tao teaches us. The Tao teaches us to live with focus, to live and not just go through things by habit, not just be on auto control, because there is no life then. There is no life then. So that's what this training is about. My Shifu, he pushed me, he pulled me, he challenged me, and that's what this course will do. I'm going to ask you to look inside of yourself. I'm going to ask you to look at things, beliefs that maybe you've held about yourself or the world all your life. They may be things that you formed as a child. You may have based assumptions about yourself on an experience when you were just, a scared child, and you made up this story about yourself only now to find out that all these things you've been telling you that have limited you, that have held you down, weren't even true. It's so liberating. It's so freeing to find your true self. So many people feel stuck. They feel like imposters. They feel like they've lost themselves. They wonder, what is the point? Is this all there is? But there is more. And the only way to find it is to let go. People ask me, I want to become more spiritual. So should I just meditate more? Should I just do more yoga? Doing more of things is not necessarily the answer. I said the answer truly is in letting go and just being. Letting go of expectations. Letting go of judgment. Allowing your heart-mind to calm. Allowing the turbidity in your heart-mind to settle. Because when your heart-mind is turbid, when it is clouded, you're seeing things through rage or through fear, but you're not really seeing. And only by letting go and letting everything settle can you then receive. And I've received so many messages, inspirations, insights. It's amazing. But it's all done by letting go. And then much of Taoism is a paradox. It's a paradox because how can you gain more by letting go? But that is the way. And the other thing about this course is that there is no black or white. If you're looking for an exact recipe, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, this is the only way, then I'm sorry, you're not in the right place. In the Tao, there is no right or wrong. It all depends on context. There is no right or wrong for how you do the Tao, and your Tao could be very different from my Tao, could be very different from someone else's Tao. So the whole purpose of this course is for you to get to know your Tao, to live your Tao. As my Shifu always said, we have to Tao our own Tao. And so as you dig into yourself, and as you find your true self, and as you let go of all that is not you, and you find that sense of freedom, and it really is a joy. But I'm just telling you that it's not always pretty. Sometimes it's really messy. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you, just as my Shifu challenged me. And it's in those moments when I struggled and I pushed back at him the most, and I said, no, that can't be right about me, but he could see right through me. It was in those moments when finally I let go. And I had that moment of realization, and that's when transformation and the return to your true self happens. So if you connect with this, if after hearing this you still want to learn Taoism, you want to connect with the Tao, you want to connect with your real self, as in Chinese medicine they say you want to be standing between heaven and earth and connected. If that is something you wish to do, then reach out. And what we'll do is you and I will have some time together, one-on-one. And you can get to know me, I can get to know you, and we'll see if this is something for you. If it is, I'm very excited to work with you. And if you can get anywhere near the freedom that this whole adventure has given me and continues to give me, then I think you'll love it. Peace.